Returning to my Coin Lady channel, I am pleased to see you again. I'll give you a bunch of reasons why the most likely outcome is that XRP will enter price discovery after achieving a new all-time high, pardon the pun, and then continue to rise. Honestly, you're the one to blame if you let this pass you by. Here, we're all grown-ups. We have the freedom to choose for ourselves. And I'm not trying to downplay the danger, I get that. I could be completely mistaken, though. No one has a crystal ball, but what does the evidence suggest? What is the most likely outcome given past experiences, even if you disregard the data shown by the charts? Moreover, I believe the solution is crystal clear: substantial increases in value. Therefore, I will argue that point in this video. Furthermore, I do not naively hold these beliefs or emotions. I'll tell you what I'm going to be doing here if the most likely outcome turns out to be a massive upswing. Good reasoning and facts have led me to this conclusion. My exposure is secure. Right now, I'm in the exact spot where I want to be. If this materializes, not only will I be the center of attention, but there will also be others who will want to capitalize on it, which is an extremely dangerous move. Anyway, everyone has their own opinion. You are free to do as you like. I will not instruct you. What I'm trying to convey is that, in my experience, that strategy usually backfires for those who are seeking green candles. Best of luck. Just so we're clear, I don't come from a financial family or anything. No matter what I say, you shouldn't buy or sell anything. I'm not a financial advisor. First, I wanted to share this post from chart analyst Mustache because I'm just a casual YouTuber who enjoys talking about cryptocurrency and making films about it. I want to be clear, I'm emphasizing this because he used the hashtag Bitcoin. I also share posts that are related to this one on occasion. The reason behind this is that past examples are important. There is a rhyme to history. Yes, it rhymes with itself, however it doesn't repeat exactly. I think it makes a lot of sense to use historical data to make educated guesses about what the market cycle is likely to bring. Here we have a Bitcoin price chart. Additionally, he claims that being pessimistic about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is a valid position to take at the moment, but that mood will not last forever. Up next, at the final and most powerful stage of the entire cycle, is get ready to meet the huge bull. So he's giving you statistics that goes back a whole decade. This is clearly the relative strength index, and it has clearly not peaked like the last couple market cycles, so you can see what's happened across many cycles. That's just one more thing to look at. Not one metric stands alone as a panacea. But that's why I've spent a lot of time in videos pointing you various measures that you should check out to see how Bitcoin and XRP are developing. If we are indeed at the conclusion of a market cycle, this time is different since it does not appear like it. This time is different at any given instant, right? It's virtually never different, to quote famously famous last words. However, as he mentions in this article, there will come a day when it is prudent to be bearish. And therefore we have this piece written by a well-known chart analyst with whom I am somewhat unfamiliar. I didn't know about him until recently, yet he has 135,900 followers on X. I also intend to skip over the majority of the post he shared. That is the current display on your screen. Listen, you can stop reading if you want to, but I'm only interested in the first part. He says that even if a scam artist were to demand $150,000 in Bitcoin, we could still go there easily because, by the time we got there, they'd demand $300,000 to keep the engagement farming farm running, and the mob would believe them and refuse to sell because they're greedy. Thus, that is accurate. The great majority of analysts are absolutely useless. I follow a select few analysts on a regular basis for a reason. Most of them are complete and utter garbage. Based on my selections, I've noticed that at the beginning of 2023, when Bitcoin was at its lowest point, when most of these scamfluencers and terrible chart analysts were predicting lower levels, no one of the analysts I follow was predicting that. That wasn't the popular position, after all. So, what I want to share with you quickly is that we will hit the peak of this market eventually. A large number of influential people and chart analysts will be adamant that we will continue to move upwards. This is true for each cycle, but it will no longer be true in the end. Truthfulness is conditional, it can change at any moment. When you reach the peak, you won't think it's a peak, instead, you'll be over the moon. A lot of people are hoping it will continue. Hence, I am not a chart analyst, I am simply informing you of this. I would like not to be one. I prefer to follow trustworthy chart analysts that have a solid record, but I have no desire to meet one. Right now, I wanted to let you know that when we reach that point, I will inform you that these esteemed chart experts that I have been following for a long time are all saying the same thing. I have a feeling they will. I'm prepared to wager that when we get close to the summit, they'll all speak about it, and I'll let you know about it. It won't be widely accepted, but I'll let you know about it when it happens. I will simply state it. Here's what I'm going to say: hi. Someone has to report it. They have filed a report. Are you interested in knowing when we reach that point? Or would you rather not be known the way I am? After all, isn't living in reality more important to you than continuing to rise? Because this is the way most regular people who make a profession speculating on retail find themselves into trouble. Just give me a heads up. Stay in my company. At this very moment, we are not there, but I will inform you when we are. That is my entire point, everyone. It's important to keep in mind that this is not where we land if we're at the conclusion of a market cycle, according to a post by chart expert Dr. Magic, who included Bitcoin and fuel multiple. That is why I am drawing attention to this. According to him, the overheat warning is going unnoticed. Cool down, the mid-cycle is coming to a close. The most bullish quarter is about to begin. Liquidity is increasing as the US dollar index is falling. Feeling terrible. A recession is far from inevitable. Do not miss this bull run, there will be no excuses thereafter. Personally, I think it's great that we can all choose our own investing strategies. Mine is to do nothing at all after making a purchase, regardless of how the near term could turn out. Give a hoot. Completely irrelevant. If the market drops, it won't matter how much I spend. Okay, I don't care. After an infinite number of years have passed, the crypto pie grows larger. Upward trends in the market as time goes by, generally speaking, everything is well. It is all your responsibility if you do not have the opportunity to experience the life-altering fortune that I have described. That is so awesome that you have the chance. The fact that common folks like you and I can pull this off is inspiring. Beyond that, I have been generally moving in that direction for about 7 years. For nearly 7 years, I have been encrypted. Trust me when I say it works. All you need is some exposure, and then you can let time take care of the rest. Financial markets are no different. That's the rationale. People put their money into the stock market for decades on end because, by the time they retire, or even before they do, they're filthy rich. Even in crypto, the idea is the same. The only difference is the pace, which is significantly quicker than the stock market because there is a far smaller amount of capital invested in cryptocurrency. In this way, these wacky multiplier effects are possible. In all of humankind's existence, this chance has never presented itself. I will not mess it up. Holding on is all I'm going to do. Additionally, there is this post by Dr. Magic from Chart Handles. According to him, weekly candles that engulf the Bollinger Band's upper or lower boundary are extremely unusual and typically signal a regime transition. A shift in regime can be confirmed by reclaiming the middle ground. The viewer's presence here is greatly appreciated. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I will see you later.